Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Space Gay. I hope that you're having a good weekend. I hope that my computer is able to, stop having a conniption fit. And it's good to see all of you. Huddleglum, thank you so much for the resubscription. 19 months. That's slightly more than a year and a half, which is a lot of time. Lord Portico, it is good to see you. Yes, apparently Roganbot likes to live in the past. Considering that I often live in the past, this is not an issue, I suppose. Shadows of Life, it's good to see you. Mobius rolls out of the Jeffries tube. Oh no, not again. Why were you in the Jeffries tube? And what are you saying oh no about? Oh dear. I do not know. Well, the thing is, I redacted. I see. I don't know what's up with my OBS, but it's like, hey, we're having a lot of rendering lag. And I'm like, but why? Like, but why? I made changes. I created a whole separate scene collection just for today and removed everything that wasn't relevant to today. I did a complete computer restart right before stream. Just like, so I don't know what it's doing. Chief Pranks Officer attempted to get some extra time from the replicator, but it corrupted the file for minestrone. So what we got back was a weird soup. Yeah, when the replicator makes time, that's a problem. I don't want the replicator making time with anyone. Then you find it's the one thing that you didn't change, and it is what's yeah, apparently. Apparently, the thing that is causing it is might need a better graphics card. I don't know. Let me look at the game settings. I thought I had maybe adjusted the graphics a little bit. I don't want to adjust them, but I feel like I might need to. Yeah, everything's set to ultra. Maybe if I see, the game isn't even really like doing anything yet, but let's see what happens. Ooh, I got points. Okay. Let's see what happens if I make small adjustment to game. I mean, as long as you're not really noticing issues, it's not really that big of a problem, except that I look over and I see this blaring red number yelling at me for doing things wrong. If that makes sense. So what's everybody been doing this weekend? I hope that you've had good things going on. I got lost in Valheim yesterday. Yeah, the warning light. I didn't get lost. I mean, I started playing Valheim and then suddenly it was like 1 a.m. Which happens with that game. It's like, I'm just gonna hop in, I'm gonna do one thing, and then I'm gonna go do something else. Never happens. If I open the game and I go in, I'm there the rest of the night. been playing Final Fantasy 14, D&D Toa. I started playing Warframe, like Destiny of it. Tomb of Annihilation. Gotcha. I was like, Toa? I haven't done Tomb of Annihilation, so I'm not super familiar. Hey, it looks like we're not dropping those or missing frames due to rendering lag anymore. It's still bright red because there haven't been enough frames yet to compensate for that, but the missed frames have apparently gone away. We didn't like that. But yeah, now my GPU's hitting like 60%. Occasionally pops to 100, but I think maybe this computer is a little over 2 years old now, which shouldn't be a problem, except I should really start thinking about maybe looking towards upgrading it in some fashion. It has been upgraded since initial purchase. I added additional memory, and I added another hard drive to it, a much bigger hard drive. But I probably could look and see if it's possible to upgrade the graphics card. Probably wouldn't be upgrading to like the most current, modern, stupendous, stupid, expensive ones, because I don't think that they would plug into my motherboard. But I could look and see what graphics cards my motherboard does support, and see what they have. Also, I think I'm rendering in. I think I'm using the H.264, and if I could switch to an AV1 encoder, that might help too. But I don't think my card would currently do that. Anyway, what are we talking about? Let's see. I'm trying to find a way to make the Valheim mod our group has been using work, because primary developer isn't working on it anymore, and it tends to break with every new update of the game. I know there's a solution people have found. I just need to find the best way to implement. I have no knowledge of Valheim mods. I know they exist. I have never modded my game. Although, you know, if I'm just going in to play for myself, I'll throw on debug mode and just totally just like fly around and do whatever I want. But most of my time I end up spending on the League of Whimsy server, and I have built a home in the deep north. Yeah, apparently, like, I dropped down some of the stuff from ultra to high in Andromeda, and I haven't been having rendering lag issues since, so maybe that will fix the problem. Ooh, a map! Maps are fun. I lost time. Time went out the window again. I was attempting to draw this morning, and what I made is not bad. It's just not what I want. I was trying to draw a spaceship for new channel assets. I drew a spaceship. It just doesn't look the way I want it to look. So, but I made a thing. Barbecue pulled pork. Not my favorite, but I will occasionally eat it. The biggest thing this mod does is it enables crafting from chests. That should totally be a thing. But so you can just have a nearby big hub of storage, go to the crafting stations and craft stuff. Crafting from chests would be nice. I would love to be able to like the mod that I want for Valheim is I want half step item placement. So things will like click together and they click in like what in game is referred to as 1 meter increments. I want half meter increments, please. I want to be like, I want to be able to click things in place and align things midway. I also, the stupid Darkwood beam needs to come in a 1 meter segment. Instead of only like the smallest is 2 meters, I need 1 meter segments and I need curved wood. But Minecraft, I've never played Minecraft, so I don't know. But I will take your word for it. Super helpful for building stuff because you can just put a chest with all the building materials nearby and just build stuff without becoming encumbered. That, yeah. I've done plenty of things over time. I've done lots of... I built a round house. My current place is not round. I'm kind of sad that I didn't make it round. Although it has rounded corners, which caused so many problems when I was filling it in. But certain pieces work well for turning things into round-looking things with all of the square and rectangular blocks. Curved staircase railings don't work. I build them, but they bug me because they don't line up properly. I didn't do this last night, but I think I'm going to try using item stands and making the railings out of weapons and see if I can get better looking railings that way than using the wood beams. It's funny, this is Sunday Space Gay, and we're talking about a game that is entirely not space. Incidentally, today is Sunday Space Gay, and we're gonna be heading to the Andromeda galaxy and hopefully make it off the Nexus today. Oh, I like this song. What is this song? Oh, I didn't get the music thing added to the scenes today. Different scene collection. I have to add it entirely separately. What is this song? I like this song. Can I like mark it as a this is good? Yeah. This song is apparently called Touch the Sky by Martin Hilton and Adam H. I don't know, it's on Pretzel. It reminds me of a bit of the opening of Twin Peaks. It's otherworldly, and you can see the world tree in the game. This is true. You can harvest the world tree in the game. So yeah, we're gonna do a Mass Effect Andromeda today, and then tomorrow is gonna be Outer Wilds. Wednesday, Archivist Kira is joining me for the Archives stream. We're gonna talk about Kellogg's. And then Saturday, we will push towards the end of Ultima 6. We might finish this week, probably not. We might, I don't know, because I don't know how long it will take. We have one thing that we need to go and find. And I don't know how long that will take. So we might finish this Saturday, we might finish a week further on. But we're really close to the end of Ultima 6. So it'll be time soonish to play another game on Saturdays. Which I believe the next one is Worlds of Ultima Savage Empire, which I know nothing about, except that I'm a little concerned by the name, and there might be a historical terms command that pops into that. I don't know, but I believe that's next. And if it is, then we're one game away from Martian Dreams, which is the one that I wanted to play, that started me playing the Ultimate series in the first place. But today, we have some mysteries to solve in space. Like, what is this weird thing that has taken over the Helios cluster of the Andromeda galaxy and caused all of the golden worlds to turn brass, or to tarnish. I don't know how to, the metaphor, whatever. And why are they called the Ket? And where are all of the other arcs? Today is space, indeed. Where did we park the Quarian arc? So let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to push at the button. Grumble? The grumble was because no Quarians. Look, it Andromeda. And hopefully you'll be able to hear the game. I had to turn up the volume for myself. Resume. Resume. Now I have to remember how to use a controller. Quarians would be great. This game, so the Mass Effect trilogy had controller support, but was very much designed for keyboard and mouse. This game was designed for a gamepad, a controller. You can use keyboard and mouse, but it was designed for a controller. Quarians, Hanar, and Elcor on the same arc. They don't turn up. You know, maybe they went to a different cluster. Maybe they just didn't want to hang out with us and decided Helios cluster. No, they went to somewhere else in the Andromeda galaxy, because the Andromeda galaxy is freaking huge. We identified the Helios cluster, but there are other portions of the galaxy. Why don't we just move to one of them? Helios is not welcoming. I do not understand. But I guess if we did that, then there would not be a game. We still have codex entries to read. I'm not going to read them right now. Should we tell them it's a poop hole? Yeah. Cora has an extra point to spend. It would be a different game. Oh, if we could play Elcor, that'd be amazing. Or Hanar. All right, we have to talk to Director Tan. I don't know why, but apparently we need to speak with the self-righteous accountant.
Less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light.
Okay.
Did you have some other business?
You're concerned with how it makes the initiative look? What about all the people who were on those arcs who have just vanished and might be in danger or potentially dead? You're concerned with how it makes the initiative look? Look to who? Everybody here that would care is part of the initiative. Like, what the fuck, Tan? This is the fancy pants accountant who thinks that he is a competent. Yes, Lord Portico. Okay, let's talk about this murder charge before I murder Director Tan. Oh my god, he's so incompetent.
I'm looking into the Nilk and Rensis murder charge.
And
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
that isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The body can reveal much.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
All right. Many, many things to ask about here. Let's start with missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
And there might be survivors who might need help. Once again, you're focused on the initiative and its high, lofty goals instead of the lives of the people who potentially are in danger, hurt, or dying. You need a readjustment of your concern scale here. Say it with me, accountant.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
I feel like that's the developers talking directly to the audience about why these races aren't in the game. Because there were technical problems, upper management, with getting the implementation done. Yeah, the Quarians' biological systems issues, that's like Quarian specialty. I feel like that was the devs being like, okay, look, management didn't want us to put them in, and so now we have to create some fucked up reason why they're not here, and sorry, there might be some spicy language today.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Okay, let's talk about her death.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Why was the entire leadership housed in pods that were all in the same spot on the ship? Feels like you might want to have spread out their pods to different areas so that if a bank of pods went down, someone in the senior leadership would have survived.
Cantor's mentioned something
'Cause
about
plot.
hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Where are the Krogan? Let's ask about Sloane Kelly first, though.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
Head of
She was
security.
head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
This sounds very one-sided to me. Fascinating. Where is the part that you betrayed the Krogan, number 8? Yes. Where are the Krogan?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
Yeah.
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Can we just, like, make a slight change? I think it'll help the success of the initiative and make us appear in a better light. Could we just get Nakmor Kesh to take your place as leader of the initiative? I think she'd do a better job. Honestly, of all of the leaders that we've met, Nakmor Kesh is like the most competent to run the whole freaking initiative. Fascinating. Do you remember the part where your people engineered a biophage, number 8? Keep him to clean the latrines. He'd be very meticulous about it.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the
Oh,
greatest
he's so
migration ever
slimy.
attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've
I'm
all
not
left
talking
home in search
physically.
of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Lord Portico, that's good. Dan is not the very model of a scientist Solarian. I love that he gave us a sales pitch. Oh, geez.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered, and as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Shadows, I think Tan would argue that he practices actuarial science.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Then you haven't been paying attention to Nakmor. Math, you practice math.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
I mean, they're not wrong.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it.
So you do
In
nothing.
practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Mobius, I don't know that sketch. There's a sketch on The Simpsons with number 8. I have no idea. But or revenue
So,
management?
You're an accountant.
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
He is one of the oldest Solarians ever. Right now, I'm just thinking of a way to attack Tan with a huge white balloon that makes eerie whistling noises. What? I have no idea what that means, Portico, but it sounds fun. Yeah, he was not even the lead. He was deputy. All right, let's talk planet viability.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any
Sometimes.
hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors.
Why are they called the
aliens,
cat?
Colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams.
Okay, I should talk to the engineers.
But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Who does number 2 work for?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures
I
depend on each
don't
other's
need
success.
you. I really, truly do not need you, Tan. Gosh, the incompetence.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant
Just
repair requests
so much incompetence.
until power comes
Speak with Sam on the Hyperion. I forgot that it did that.
You okay?
I remembered there was a mission here. I forgot it did
My
that.
arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Is it paranoia? Why paranoid? Let's go here.
What is there to be paranoid about?
Penny farm.
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Nah. Yeah, I will do it.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
All right.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
I don't remember how to use my scanner. Aha! There we go.
Any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Yep. There we go.
Pathfinder.
I forgot the
Above air tracks,
controls.
the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Follow the yellow line. Follow the yellow line. Follow the yellow line. Follow, 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 follow the yellow line. Follow the yellow line, follow the yellow line, follow the yellow line. He's up there. An Omni tool would be very useful.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
It'll be in the security update, somewhere in your message queue.
All right.
We are working on accessing more
Investigate Operation Center site. Investigate militia site. Oh, I missed the stairs there. Oopsie.
power coupling is complete.
Nothing on that one. Yeah, they're down here. The movement is... It takes a while to get used to. Like, it's like, oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry. Isn't what tan? Oh, an Omni. Tan is indeed a tool. Damage done to this site was caused by a direct override in the safety locks. Numerous people are listed as working here. I will cross-reference all other data. Next up. A useful tool. Yeah, Tan's not a useful tool.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
This system has been tampered with to randomly discharge a pulse that wipes system memory. The sabotage was performed recently. If you can trace back to source, we may be able to discern who has access to the site. All right, follow the yellow line. Follow the yellow line. That's going to happen a lot while playing this game.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
On the Hyperion? But Sarah, our sister, is there. I want, I guess, the hab deck. The main deck. None of them are labeled main deck, but it's the habitation deck, I'm sure. We're gonna stop the saboteur. Like, honestly, why would somebody be sabotaging things? There's no excuse for it. You stop sabotaging things.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Shadows, that would have been great. Instead of basically fridging our twin, the twin could have run one of the Apex teams and been involved in the multiplayer part of the game. That would have been good.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put.
We have
so
access
whoever
to
did
them.
this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Amateur sleuth Lynn Ryder to the rescue. All I need is a plucky little sidekick dog that sort of talks and eats snacks. Well, and the mystery machine, and you know, there are a few things I'm missing to be Scooby-Doo, but like Velma and Daphne and Shaggy, Scooby. I assume in this scenario, Flynn is taking the place of Ascot guy, whose name I can't remember at the moment. Wow. Security footage 1, day 522. Network access instability detected. What about a plucky little droid? That would be good. Timestamp scrambled. Playback corrupted. Activate.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Security footage 2, day 523. Network access instability regurgitated. Timestamp scrambled. Playback corrupted. Failsafe disabled. System restore required.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence
Fred.
seems unlikely.
Thank you, Shadows.
Let's check another.
Security footage 3, day 525. Network access instability regurgitated. Timestamp scrambled. Playback corrupted. Failsafe disabled. System restore failed. Administrator override required.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Okay. Scan human males. I'm looking for a man with blonde hair and a tan. Useful for relieving my tension.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more biomaterial.
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Standard colony radiation shield should handle it, but I hate
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
It was you, Liam, wasn't it?
good things, I hope.
Impossible things. And about goddamn Hammond.
He made up for everything, twice over.
Something's buzzing. Ooh. East person to scan.
Biometrics do not match.
Bart Cummings was not a match. I don't have to walk around with the scanner on. It'll buzz me.
Tram technicians, please
Biometrics do not match.
Oh, I didn't read his name. Sorry.
Uploading new analyses.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Who are you? Okay. She's just randomly talking to the air. Lovely. Is it you? It's not you. I can't scan you. I actually know where the I remember where they are, but I want to make sure I scan everybody. This is early enough in the game that it's a mission that I've done multiple times. I didn't look at where I was going. Did I go to the cryopods or to the... I didn't go to cryopods. I went to the main.
Inaccurate match.
Solomon Yen. Not the one. Someday I will match with somebody.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
All right, Dale, what are you doing?
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think.
I agree,
Mutiny
but...
leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision. That'll be the day.
And he just walks away. Acquired 73 Andromeda viability point by stopping some sabotage. Putting little wooden shoes inside of the machinery. All right. No. Codex. No, I don't want the codex. I want the journal. Brain. Oh, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. Why? Why must you do the thing? The thing where it says there's a notification, but there's no notification. Can we, there we go. Ooh. Stretch, posture, and hydrate. I shall. Thank you. Listen, all of y'all, it was sabotage. I know the ghost notifications, I dislike them. Eventually, I will be unable to clear them. At least that has been my experience with this game, and it is a well-known bug. Ooh. Ow. But also, I needed to stretch. Thank you for the self-care. Speak with Sam. it's a priority one. Missing arcs. First murderer. Hitting rocks for science. Missing scientists. Yeah. There are no other missions on the Nexus at the moment. So visiting Sam is the next mission. But first, there were people we could talk to here that we haven't talked to here. Let's talk to the people. Who can I talk to before I progress quest? Hello, Lonnie.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
Where'd you hear that?
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
As soon as we establish outposts.
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant
Mindoir.
relatives behind.
Ooh.
But I have friends here too. I love piloting. But I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
There is that.
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Sure.
Have to go now. See you later.
Take care.
Like, there's this whole conversation with her, and that's it. That's all there ever is. I think that's the only time you ever talk to her. It's very confusing. I'm like, why is that here? So your name's Nozomi.
Ryder.
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
We powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alex's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people.
Yeah?
He was right about going planetside, though.
Only work mattered to him. I didn't really know him. I'll miss him. He was difficult. Yep. Sticking with this one.
He was a stranger to me. Really?
Not like any of us knew him. He kept people at bay. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Now that the Hyperion is docked, what'll you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
Join my team. Join me. It'd be great to have somebody with your command experience.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the Andromeda cluster, even 5 years ago.
Are you kidding me?
The Helios
I'd have laughed
cluster.
out of the quadrant. Although the way things are now isn't exactly what I was hoping for either. We all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less than ideal circumstances. When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Why did you join the initiative? We're a long way from home.
How could I not? I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of what I already do. Sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could pass that up?
Thanks for the talk.
All right. I request to submit administrators to harass and people to wake up. I'd better get to it. Good luck out there.
I wish we got more with the captain. He's a good character. Deserved more.
What's the latest about waking people up? We're in a holding pattern.
guess it didn't go so well. That's a little bit of an understatement. Discovered. Sam node. It's Sam!
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah,
Good.
what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
Say what now?
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat.
Are you saying I'm a Borg?
Father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Am I a Borg now?
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship, benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Can we just give you a body and have you like tag along as a companion? ED Mark II. I don't know which reaction to go for. Emotional. Logical. Professional. I don't remember what that one is. Casual.
How do human experiences affect a computer?
This was a question your father often pondered. I am intended to be the answer.
Sounds like we both are. What does this mean for us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences,
I do actually, Shadows, but I made a choice.
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Ship? Profiles. Profiles allow Sam to reconfigure Ryder's implant for superior battlefield performance. Select a profile and press A to activate it. At the moment, only one profile is unlocked. Adept. To unlock the others, it requires spending points in other skill trees. Adept, rank 1. Adepts are biotic specialists capable of disabling and killing enemies with powerful Mass Effect fields. This profile reconfigures Ryder's biotic implant, enabling him to defeat his opponents without firing a single shot. For Adept rank 2, 24 skill points invested in biotics. Rank 1 bonus is plus 15% biotic force, plus 15% biotic area of effect damage, plus 15% biotic area of effect radius, plus 20% biotic effect duration, 20% biotic combo radius. Biotic echoes, biotic combos can set off additional explosions on each enemy they touch. Biotic jump and evades. Instead of a jump jet, use biotics to jump and evade. Invest in combat tech or biotic skills to unlock more powerful profiles in a variety of styles. I've never been good about, like, switching between profiles. So eventually, I'm sure I shall attempt. I'll end up setting them up and then I'll forget to do it in actual combat.
Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
All right. I guess I'm supposed to, deal with Dad's stuff.
Printed books?
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
No. They hired Pathfinders to guide them along the way. And those Pathfinders that they hired were indigenous people. Lewis and Clark were not Pathfinders themselves.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
SSV Normandy SR2. Iken has model ship. I don't want memories of Dad. I will look at it in a second because it's necessary, but...
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Charges. I don't know that I've done charge very much. I will have to consider it. Oh yes, Meriwether Lewis, the Director Tan of the Louisiana Purchase.
Sam, what was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
It's tied to your progression as a Pathfinder, not to a location, and yet the mechanic for getting them in the game is physically get to a location. If they're tied to my progression as a Pathfinder, they should just automatically come with level up.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
General logs.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, and then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Dr. Liara Tassoni.
This is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning.
It's intriguing.
I'm honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Things? You don't want to maybe share what those are?
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. I forgot how the mechanic worked. I have to go back. Ooh, audio excerpt.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct.
Almost.
Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community. When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilizations spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's
Except
possible
that they
that
hadn't.
living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
All right. He is watching the wall. That is true. Whoever said that. All right, Sam.
Ryder.
What's up with this
The blocks
memory?
your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can
See?
actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day.
I have more questions. Play the memory.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
Explain.
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together benefits both.
And when the AI goes rogue, it has control of your body.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec?
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
He told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
It's how Dad was wired. He didn't like to lose, in any situation.
It would seem that included me.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
And so many more dialogue options.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
So there are other SAMs out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced SAM in the initiative.
We got the best.
I take it you're based here in Sam Node?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
Except on the very first planet we visited.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
He removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Puddleglum, I really hope Cerberus wasn't involved, but you're probably, yeah. And Shadows, we didn't have Sam at the level that we have Sam now, but we did have comms with Sam. And the communication is supposed to be quantum entanglement communication. Because he said with the whole team. So shouldn't that mean it should have worked? I don't know.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you.
The quantum entanglement is only with the Pathfinder. I guess that would explain it.
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life.
I know what that is. I know what symbiosis is.
Who in turn provides pollen for the flower.
I am aware of what symbiosis is.
The flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Dad was using the profiles. Yes. But if we quantum entangled multiple things together, wouldn't we have some quantumania going on?
Your father's personal logs.
Now can I?
Amazing how life can change in an instant. Suddenly my career doesn't matter. This incredible woman I've been married to all these years. She's facing the end. All I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me that Sam might be more than I ever imagined.
That's all we got. We unlocked one audio file. So let's see what we got. The journey so far. The ties that bind. Though you mourn the loss of your father, Alec, you were never as close as you could have been. You started the search for answers to the mystery about why your father made you Pathfinder. Sam. Self-examination being important for sentient beings, I was encouraged to write this entry by Alec Ryder. I am a simulated adaptive matrix. Sam, a new generation artificial intelligence. Unlike most AI, I link to a neural implant that gives me access to my host's sensory and emotional responses. Put simply, I have a direct understanding of the human experience, which allows me to grow beyond the bounds of logical programming. In return, I lend my quantum computing power and rational analysis to a Pathfinder's mission. I am physically located in a server bank installed in SAM node aboard the Ark Hyperion, but quantum entanglement technology allows instant communication anywhere. In the event of catastrophic injury or death, protocol dictates that my command access be transferred to the next Pathfinder candidate in line. And the symbiosis didn't take an entire crucible plus a citadel to create. Isn't that nice? Yep. Pathfinders. AI partners. More AI. Sorry, after all the AI stuff happening IRL, oh, that AI partner thing just hit slightly differently for me. Pathfinders are highly skilled explorers, scientists, and soldiers, but when partnered with the quantum computing power of an artificial intelligence, they become indispensable. Developed by Alec Ryder, my matrix was the pattern for multiple SAM iterations intended to partner with a Pathfinder, each traveling on their respective arcs. The nature of artificial intelligence means that hosting each SAM iteration on different hardware causes multiple tiny variations. This results in unique individuals who are similar, but fundamentally different to myself. Partnership with a Pathfinder allows continued development and increased empathy with organic individuals. Pathfinders go through extensive psychological training before being linked with an AI partner. Allowing full root access to an AI without sufficient preparation can result in unexpected and unwelcome side effects, however. Those who are prepared and sync fully with their SAM are capable of extraordinary feats. And hands. Pathfinder's implants. The first Pathfinder neural implants were created by Dr. Ellen Ryder, a pioneer in human biotic implant design. While biotic implants bolster and focus electrical signals along the nervous system, Pathfinder implants go a step further by connecting to not only the nervous system, but circulation, endocrine function, and exteroceptive senses. Synced with an artificial intelligence, the implants reveal their full potential. The implant is a two-way connection, giving me full insight into my host's physical and mental state, while allowing me to generate and alter electrical signals along my host's neural pathways that the body processes as its own. In a crisis, I can adjust a Pathfinder's balance, improve reaction time or muscle memory, or bolster biotic abilities. Quantum computing allows me to implement changes faster than synapses can fire. The main challenge for the Pathfinder implants was miniaturizing a QEC device, enough to fit a neural implant. This connection keeps me in constant sync with my host. Yeah, there are more, but we're not going to spend a lot of time right now. All right, we have spoken to Sam on the Hyperion. Our next step is to go to our ship. We might get there today. Might. Cryo Bay. Operations. Docking Bay. He's Cora.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that
To the ship?
tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
He's my baby. I love the Tempest.
Let's go take a closer look.
Like, I know everybody loves the Normandy, but the Tempest was my first.
14 months late.
I love the Tempest.
So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative
Vetra's
Wrangler,
awesome.
Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it. You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask.
She found a path.
And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Indeed. Indeed.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Cora, being the voice of the audience.
Everything state of the art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
Thanks.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
Who runs a hell of a quiet.
Gil!
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part.
No?
When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
I love this game. Suvi is I have mixed feelings about Suvi, but we'll get to that later. I need a quick bio break. So I think now, before we launch into space, or before we explore the Tempest, would be a good time to do that. So Gil, I love Gil. So yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will see you very shortly. Okay, I am back. Hopefully you were able to take a nice break as well. I puttered around a little bit just because sitting here, I'm starting to yawn, and not because of the game. Like, hang on one second. There are multiple things affecting my ability to, like, feel normal at the moment. One, I'm slightly chilly because I have a fan blowing on me, but I have a fan blowing on me because it's 76 degrees in here and I was starting to feel really stuffy and overly warm. So then I put the fan on me, and the direct air from the fan blowing on me is making me feel somewhat chilly. So I don't know. But 76 is about the point where my eyes start to feel heavy. The air conditioner's running. It just doesn't like this room. Also, it just started raining outside right before I came back. So I was hearing it hitting the window. All right, let's explore the ship. It looks pretty.
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table or just get the crew together.
Aw, get the crew together. No calls available at this time. Or I bring this. I can bring the crew together, but I can't. It won't let me.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
But it's the bio lab, not the research room.
That's the biolab.
Oh.
We can grow plants for food and oxygen, keep any specimen safe.
Gotcha. The research room was out there. You know, oh, there's the thunder. Incidentally, if I lose power, the stream will go offline. Yeah. So just heads up. Thunderstorm. It is possible that power will go out. Maybe over time they'll clean up the random cords on the floor. And yet, quite possibly they won't.
Some serious kit over here.
Buy and sell kiosk. Why would I want to buy and sell a kiosk?
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones, like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down and give you options.
We're on our own, for everybody else. That's what Pathfinder means now.
Yeah, well, everybody should be so lucky. This tech is aces. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Ooh, R&D terminal. Select research to unlock new blueprints and augmentations using the research data you've acquired. Select development to craft new items and upgrades. Continuar. Yep, spend research data that you earn from scanning. Yep. Blueprint for, yep, okay. Andromeda Initiative Section. Cyclone Assault Rifle, Charger SMG, Ruzad Shotgun, Sandstorm Assault Pistol, Sidewinder Pistol, Vanquisher Rifle, the Valkyrie. Oh, not what I was thinking it was. Assault Rifle, submachine gun, the N7 Eagle Pistol, Hornet SMG, Talon, Scorpion, not bad, not bad, Piranha Shotgun, Rieger Carbine, Crusader, Indra, Automatic Sniper Rifle, with rapid fire rate, large capacity. I have never used this weapon in this game, but this was the weapon that I loved in Mass Effect 3. I might have to try it. Valiant, Black Widow, Asari Sword, Krogan Hammer, a brutal weapon. The incredible force of this mechanized hammer is enhanced by by precision pistons and Mass Effect fields. Such hammers are commonly used by elder Krogan warlords, though this particular model has been modified for especially strong humans or young Krogan. Yeah, I think I have 20 research data. I cannot effectively research anything, but now that I know it exists, that's good to know. Various armor and whatnot. Augmentation. Yeah, I do not have enough Andromeda Initiative research to do anything. This Helios research data. Don, Hesh, Naladin, Roserad. These are the Ket weapons. I may have set up one of my Pathfinders to play like Reinhardt from Overwatch. I have not done any Overwatch stuff in quite some time at this point. It was never really my favorite game. It's not really my, like, it's not a bad game. It's just not, it's very focused on competition against other players, which is not really my style. So I had fun when I played it with people that I knew. There is another similar game that is not Activision Blizzard called Valorant, but I have not played it. I do like the Helios Defender armor. This is probably what I will end up making for myself as armor. Because it purdy. Ricochet system. Coolant unit. Bioconverter. You know, I've got the research data. Let's go ahead and research some Helios Defender armor. Are you sure you want to research this project? The blueprint will be added to the development branch of the Research and Development Terminal. You can launch the development once you have gathered all the required resources. Research complete. Can we do the helmet too? Sir not appearing in this film. A third type, presently not available. All right, these are things that I could build. The Carnifex. Use my gun. I use the card effects quite a bit. I missed it in the whole Mass Effect trilogy. Oh, press X. Ooh, I have enough to make it, but I don't know what I presently am equipped with, so I don't think I want to make the pistol just yet. Armor. Helios Defender Helmet. Do not have the materials required. Not exactly surprised by that. Yeah. Have researched, but don't have the stuffs. So we'll check on what gun I have before I build the gun. We'll go back there in a second. Let's tech lab. Yes?
Hey.
Uh-huh. Do you have more to say? Nope.
Everything looks good from here. Just say the word, Ryder.
Bird. Wait, no, the tech lab opened a second ago. Come on, game. Come on, game. I know you can.
Hey.
There we go.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Delicate technical work? People are gonna trip over cords. There's freaking papers scattered on the floor. Somebody clean this place up. If I was to mod this game, that is the mod I would want. Clean up the junk on the floor.
Hey.
The cargo bay. It looked nice. Like, it's the most needed mod in the entire game. Just like completely quality of life mod. Clean up the junk on the floor. Shouldn't affect gameplay at all. Just clean up the junk. I love the engine. Big giant sphere. Hello, Gil.
Hi there. Can we talk and stuff later? I've got some last minute adjustments. She'll be ready to go when you are.
But will you be ready to go?
She'll be ready to go when you are.
I do not know how this sphere works, but it's big, giant, shiny sphere. Oh yeah, Gil is very much my preferred romance.
We're almost out there. Finally. Hello. I've just got to finish this download from the Nexus. We'll be ready for launch.
I wish he could travel with me and you know, not just be a character that stays on the ship, but
We'll be ready for launch.
we'll be ready for launch, but will we be ready for lunch? I didn't have lunch. I forgot to have lunch. lovely little storage space. What is this? Oh, it's an entire case of Blastos. Right next to some ramen, an open can of beans, and 4 pistols. Please don't eat the pistols. I had my I had breakfast at like 10. I was gonna have a small lunch before stream, but I ran out of time, so I forgot to. Because I had planned, yeah, whatever. I'll eat once the stream is done, so I'll have something at like 4 o'clock. Yeah, it was 5 hours ago. I ate 5 hours ago. I'll eat in another hour, so it'll have been 6 hours. That's not terrible. Just exploring the ship. I wander aimlessly around this ship, even like when I'm just playing for myself. So, you know, you're getting the authentic experience.
Finalizing orders, flight plan, command access. Ready when you are.
I like to think the pistols are actually foil wrapped hollow chocolates, like Easter bunnies, but Mass Effect themed. That's why they're in the pantry. I like this idea. Oh yeah, there's a map, and you can see where people physically are located. We haven't talked to Vetra, have we? Did we talk to Vetra?
Securing cargo and checking everything made it on board.
Good.
The bridge report's ready.
Yay.
The bridge report's ready.
I don't think everything's on board, but that's me personally. There's a big, large open space here in the center that feels like something's missing. Have we talked to Vetra? I love your optimism about our collective short-term memory. Yeah, well, I don't know. Through Quatus Medbay, let's say hi to Dr. Lexi Tapero.
Hello, Ryder. Excuse me. I need to make sure we have everyone's medical files from the Nexus. Come by after launch, and we can catch up properly. Come by after launch, and we can catch up properly.
Like the Borg assimilated a goldfish.
Hello, Ryder. Hello, Ryder.
I can walk if I want to. Respec Station. You've got this. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway, because I know it's true. You keep your rider safe, and I'll do the same with mine. Harry. Harry was supposed to be the doctor, but after we crashed on Hab 7, he decided he would rather not. And instead popped Lexi in there. Respec Station. You can spend credits, which is in-game currency, to refund all skill points, and then you can reassign them. There's also, it's not present at the moment, but there is actually an option that will be in here to change your face. They're also going to have dopamine and serotonin deficiencies. Joke's on the Borg.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Indeed it do. See some rocks. Maybe this is for making rock to Gino. Some armors. Some bunk beds. Crew info board. We're in the lower decks right now. Oh, look at this stuffed animals. Look at the plushies. I don't think I ever noticed the plushies before. Anyone want to help me move a couch? Not right now, but I'll keep you on my list, especially if you're biotic and can drop the weight. Pay you back in beer or whatever else we find. Liam comments, are you serious? Suvi, I never joke about comfortable seating. Liam, welcome to your new info board. Congratulations, Pathfinder writer, on successful installation of your info board version 3.4. You are now ready to keep yourself and your staff informed on the latest developments aboard the Tempest. Info Board 6. Comments. Okay, I've set up everyone's user accounts. Have at it, Cora. Now picture if Caden had oh! Mobius! No! How would I wouldn't. How? But there's only one solution for that. Polyamory. If Caden and Gil were both in the same game, the only solution is polyamory. I ship them all. Yeah, I'm sitting here like getting ready to play a game where I'm romancing Gil. Looking at my my little Caden statuette. Now I need a cold shower. We've got a bathroom. We've got a kitchenette. Ooh, they've got a grill pan. I'm looking to see. I decided to look and see if they had like a range hood or some way to like pull smoke out of the room. There's a gun on the table. There's a glowing yellow mushroom. All right, we should look at our room.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Clothing and armor customization. Check the wardrobe screen in your quarters to change your casual outfit or customize your armor. Yay! He's our bed. Hello, music. And you have control. You can pick songs. We have club taste in music. Better living DJs, I need you. like that one. We can do that one. It's also directional audio. It moved from one ear to the other as I turned around. I imagine that this is a treadmill, like a Jetsons style, come up and press the buttons and it turns into a treadmill, but I don't know. All right, we've got Sam. We've got email terminal. We've got special delivery cache. Ooh. Got a few things from the special delivery cache. I don't know what, that's for like whatever version of the game you bought came with certain things. This is the deluxe edition, I believe. And of course, you can see the Normandy SR2 there on the shelf, and lots of space for additional ships. Email terminal. Interviews to Ryder from Carrie Tavessa. Hello, Pathfinder. I'm a freelance vidmaker, and I could really use your help with my latest project. It's going to be historic. I hope. Just like your mission. Can we meet on the Nexus for a chat? I can explain better in person. Carrie Tavessa. Pyjack. To Ryder from Herrick. Pathfinder. It was marvelous to meet you. As a fellow adventurer in the sciences, could you help us with an experiment? We have an interesting chap here on the Nexus, a young Pyjack. What humans sometimes call a space monkey. He's part of a study on how various species adapt to shipboard life, and we're hoping you might take him aboard the Tempest. You can pick him up from the Nexus Commons whenever you like. Don't worry, he's quite friendly, and his routine's very simple. No food after 23:59. No baths or showers. And please limit his exposure to solar radiation. Professor Herrick. No, don't feed after midnight and keep away from water. Apparently the Pyjacks are in some way related to gremlins.
Verifying my connection from Hyperion to the Tempest. The Nexus confirms we're free to depart.
At least they're not tribbles. Yeah, that would be trouble. Wardrobe! Options. Long sleeves. Short sleeves. Jacket. Hoodie. Athletic. The Blasto tee. The sleeveless Blasto tee with the like bro headphones. I don't like this hoodie. I don't like it. The weird collar, just no. I think I have to go with the jacket. The jacket looks good. Short sleeves are okay, but the jacket looks better. Blasto, enkindle this. Indeed. Select outfit. Customize. Colors. But we still have the weird color customizer. It's very... There's no 80s action hero now. Sadly. Outfit, color 1. I don't know which... base color. Which makes sense. It's color 1. Pink, green, green, green. But what color of green? I don't know that we will keep it there, but let's start there. Color 2. what would be great is if I could get to one of the hardest colors to ever find on a color picker, which is a decent color of brown. Brown, hard to get. That's not bad. But if I'm doing that, then I need to go more of a hunter or a forest. That's not bad. Outfit color 3. We could go brights. I kind of don't want it to match our hair. We could do something golden. Oh. I mean, green and gold are nice. That's not gold, though. Is that terrible? Packers. I'm not sure about the brown, actually. Maybe go with another green, a darker green. This is important. Color selection is very important. Now, I liked the general tone of green. What I need is darker. I forgot which ones we were actually working on. I don't know if I can go darker. Ooh. You like the brown? I clicked away, so it's... Yeah, we can try it. If it bothers me, I'll change it later. We'll do green and gold, sure. I usually end up doing like earth tone reds. So green and gold is a departure. Default tints. Auto tint. Custom tint. Custom tint. Customize. Colors. Oh. I'm getting a phone call to let me know that there's lightning in the area. Yay. Outfit color 1. Helps if I hit the right button. You know? Here we go. Very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Galileo Figaro. Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Wow, on this armor, the outfit color 1 only does that single panel. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Not red. Not red. Green. Just a nice dark green color. Outfit color 3. Brown? What can brown do for you? I think their brown looks good. Yeah. I think we need a slight alteration to color 1 here. Which is... Nah! Wrong button. Wow, these controls. Sorry. We can make color 1 the gold color. If we change armor, we'll have to come in and do this again. Okay. Let's see if I can turn without switching away. There. Okay. Interesting. Pattern select. Any change? Yeah, pattern 3 is like super dirty. Pattern 2, pattern 1. Pattern 0. Ah, it adds a little bit more of... Okay. I think I like 2 on this armor. Ooh, you could do the color of the pattern too. We could maybe do gold. Very Doom guy. Wish I could get it to look like a metallic gold. There. We'll do that. Off duty, on duty. Well, on ship, off ship. All right. Up the ladder to the 2nd floor, not the roof this time. Also, there's this lovely bridge. Glass frickin' bridge. IRL would never walk across that damn thing. Never. Absolutely terrifying.
Hey.
And back to the research station there. He's a nice bridge.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Callow Jath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course.
I do like
I'll
Callow.
be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
I'm not sure, Shadows. I'll keep us out of trouble, or I'm still learning the ropes. I'm going with honesty.
I'm new to this. Being a Pathfinder running a ship?
You'll be fine. As for the ship, I can help. I knew the Tempest when she was a blueprint. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure if you're
Which
ready.
is such bad design. Oh, the system works great if you're a Pathfinder. Well, what if something happens to the Pathfinder and the others need to pilot the ship? Crossing galaxies was big too, or failure isn't an option. Failure isn't an option, and that is the logical answer. I'm actually going to go emotional on this one and say Crossing Galaxies was big too.
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right.
I like it big.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
Public statements. Oh dear. Keep dreaming of a home. We're the Nexus's best hope. We got this, or no, let's go.
I never planned to be Pathfinder. I don't know what's out there. But we're the Milky Way's best and brightest. We can do this.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
I love the Tempest. He's so pretty.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Oh, look. We left the Nexus.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
All right, so we're supposed to go to Eos. But right now we're at Zhenghe. Zhengha? I'm not certain. And it says 0%. Achievement unlocked. To eventually go. Anomaly detective. Activate scanner. Anomaly located. Deploy probe.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Is ISO. Element 0. Analysis. An unusually rich deposit of element 0, ESO. This appears to be a primary source broken up by space-time distortions in the Scourge. Plus 12, element 0. Oh, Mobius, thank you for stopping by. Important adult paperwork. It's good to see you. We'll be finishing up in about a half an hour. So I need to, it's open enrollment time for our medical insurance, and I have not looked at the available plans yet, and I have 1 week left in order to accomplish that, so. This gets me research data for making things. I prefer the children's menu. Just feed me pizza every day and I'll be happy. Pretty planet.
Anomaly on sensors.
Activate. Scanner. Fei Xin. Orbital distance 1.3 AU. Orbital period 0.8 years. Radius 9,317 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure 6.07 atmospheres. Surface temperature 1,303 Celsius. Analysis. Fei Xin is an extremely hot and volcanically active world. A thick carbon dioxide and ethane atmosphere covers an iron-rich surface with deposits of calcium. Anomaly. 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 Phenomena.
Anomaly found.
Active volcano. Data. Active volcano site. Profile. Shield volcano with current effusive eruption. Lava composition. Basalt flow with unknown materials. Analysis. This volcano has recently erupted. Fei Xin's unusually strong gravity, 3.2 G, means the lava flow is localized and may be valuable for study. The next planet, H599. Apparently does not even warrant a name. He's got rings and a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color.
I'm picking up something.
Seafoam colored planet. H599. Data. Orbital distance 3.2 AU. Orbital period 3.2 years. Radius 8,920 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure 0.12 atmospheres. Surface temperature 426 Celsius. Analysis. With its distinctive ring, H599 was used as a rendezvous point during the Nexus's early attempts at exploration. Pilots still use the term a 99 run for a short journey with numerous hazards. I do wonder how they picked the names or if they were named already. They picked the names the same way that they named the Ket. Like the names of the planets came from the same place as the name for the Ket, obviously.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Starship wreckage. Data. Ship ident. Nexus 4623. Ship name. Caryatid. Crew complement 5. Status. Reported missing. Presumed lost. Analysis. The Caryatid is heavily damaged and adrift, but salvageable. We got some materials. At random, indeed. It just sounded like, I mean, what else do you call? Like, of course they're called the Ket. What else would you call them? They're clearly the Ket. No other name could have been posited for them. Species 847 Ket. Zhenghe. Oh no, oh wait, this is Gongshen. Data, orbital distance 29.2 AU, orbital period 89.7 years, radius 2,720 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 71.69 atmospheres, surface temperature 1,855 C. Analysis. Gongshen is a small but scorching world, partially due to a crushing nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. Evidence suggests its icy ring was once a small comet. And there's 2 more. much zooming. Is the Nexus. Nexus. Data. Station name, Nexus. Length, 15.47 kilometers when completed. Anchorage wheel diameter, 5.3 kilometers. Status, under construction. Analysis. Headquarters of the Andromeda Initiative, the Nexus is a massive space station designed to anchor the returning arcs, process resources, and support colonists before their departure to new worlds. All new arrivals must pass quarantine. Indeed. Yes, Jody. Massive. 83%. You won't want to leave the Nexus. At least according to Guinan. Ma Huan. Data. Orbital distance 94.7 AU. Orbital period 526 years. Radius 45,011 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure 1.6 atmospheres. Analysis. Ma Huan is largely composed of hydrogen and methane. Its relative proximity to the Nexus makes it a useful core discharge site. Plans for a helium-3 skimming station are in progress. System 100%. The Pillow Fort Discord totally doesn't have a running massive count of CR. For CR Nope. Wait, what? CR Nope. Is that a thing? Do they... What do I miss? I have... My brain is... Yeah, no, I know what CR is. Is crit roll.
As far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
Do they say massive a lot on critical roll?
Anomaly detected.
I guess I haven't... I haven't registered that. That's all. That's like... It took me a minute to parse that it's a running massive count, meaning a running count of the number of times they say massive. Which... Whew, sorry. 2 episodes ago, it was up to 25. Okay, so they... Not a ton. Like... I would expect weight to be the count. Like, I would definitely count the number of times that they say weight. But 25 is still a lot. All right, we're in the Pfeiffer system. Not the Cypher system, the Pfeiffer system. H480. Ooh. I'm doing a stretch. Hello, planet. H480. Orbital distance 1.7, orbital period 1.7, radius 8,238, atmospheric pressure 0.72, surface temperature 152 Celsius. Analysis. Thick dust clouds, dangerous electrical storms, and heavy gravity render H480 inhospitable even for well-equipped Krogan explorers. Second planet, Korvath. so pretty. Like, they clearly spent a lot of time on the graphics and less time on optimizing the dialogue. Only started when counting the elf dwarf city and the castle. Ah, gotcha. This game really could have used a little bit more time on dialogue interactions. That is where it needed more investment, because the dialogues sometimes are like, okay, I've been playing the game the way that all of the Mass Effect games are played. I'm in a dialogue tree. I'm going to select every dialogue option that it gives me an option to select, because they're all more information. Oh, if you go around this dialogue wheel, it repeats the same information like 5 different ways. Somebody could have polished that. Korvath. Data. Orbital distance 2.3 AU, orbital period 3.5 years, radius 11,963 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 0.05 atmospheres, surface temperature minus 58 Celsius. Analysis. Thanks to Korvath's thin atmosphere, its brutally cold deserts can reach extremely high temperatures in direct sunlight. Limit exploration to twilight hours only. So far, nothing sounds appealing. Yeah, like I fully believe like it was an upper management issue that led to the problems with this game. Had EA not been involved and directing things from the top, they would have had the time to do the game correctly. And instead it was rushed out and it shows. That said, I am extraordinarily happy to hear that the next Dragon Age game is not going to be a live service game, which is what it was originally planned as. But thankfully, their live service game, which wasn't bad, failed enough so that they decided not to launch another live service game. Rare. Data. Orbital distance 4 AU. Orbital period 6.1 years. Radius 8,971 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure 0.87 atmospheres. Surface temperature 82 C. Analysis. Though the planet is highly toxic to most known life forms, Rare's helium-rich atmosphere appears to host enormous colonies of fungal spores. Gosh, it's been so long since I played it. What was the name of it? Anthem. Puddleglum. Their live service game was Anthem. And Anthem, mechanically, as far as like running around as a character and the fighting and all of that stuff, was great. The story seemed decent too. It was when you got back to town and needed to level up and do stuff like that that it sucked. It was because that was where the live service element was most prevalent, and it was like, oh, I'm blocked behind barriers where the only way to progress them is to spend money, essentially. And I didn't get into Anthem early on. It was much later, and so it wasn't very active, and that also caused problems for me being able to play. But in a lot of ways, Anthem, as far as its cycle, there's a term for it, the repeatable element of the game that you come back and do over and over again. I forget what it's called, but they're essentially their cycle of gameplay, the game loop. Yeah, their essential loop for Anthem was much less satisfying than, say, Because so in a lot of ways, it was really similar to like Destiny 2, insofar as sort of the way things would function. You've got the home base, and you go out and do missions, and you've got, but it was nowhere near as fun, because it very much, when you were at home base, felt like this only exists to give money to the company. The game, the story, the actual gameplay felt secondary. Like, it just had a bad vibe, and it wasn't fun to play. I wanted to like Anthem so much because it was gorgeous. It was a mech game. It had a nice story as far as what I experienced of the story. The fighting I did, the actual like running around in the mech, doing the fighting, all of that seemed great. And then you'd essentially go back to town, and all of that was just so off-putting, I quit playing eventually. I think their plan is to bring bad project management to everything. Yeah. Is it EA's unstated mission to ruin every franchise it touches? Possibly. I'm not certain. We read this one. So yeah, I don't know. I would have liked more from Anthem, but I'm very glad that they abandoned that sort of live service shit for Dragon Age 4. Because that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a live service game. I would love to see Anthem as just let me play the narrative. Just this, like, Anthem, not multiplayer, just a solo story like this. Not trying to milk me for cash in order to get the upgrades and things. Just I would love it, because that's what that game deserved. That story seemed interesting enough. I wanted more. I wanted to play the story. But the home base live service stuff killed it for me. H479. Orbital distance 9.7 AU. Orbital period 30.4 years. Radius 6,843 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure 3.21 atmospheres. Surface temperature 117 C. Analysis. Extreme radioactivity and high velocity winds make H479 a poor candidate for mining, despite its rich metal deposits, a potential candidate for future endeavors. Attention, all hands. Due to temporal anomalies and a lack of functional naming conventions, we are taking the main navigational and communications array offline for emergency maintenance. Please prepare to disembark in approximately 15 minutes. Yeah, Shadows. Like, that would be fine. Some the not atmosphere, asteroid, aluminium deposit, C-type asteroid, diameter 492 kilometers, surface gravity 0.025 g. Analysis: the unusual mineral composition of this asteroid suggests it may have origins outside the Pfeiffer system and became caught in the sun's gravity. Next on our list of places to visit, we have the furthest out planet of the Pfeiffer system, H461. But it's the same as all of those games that rely on regular play by many multiple people in order for someone to be able to play the game, I think are a problem. The Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance game that came out, you could play it solo. It was designed to play multiplayer. And people played it for like a week and then quit. Aliens Fireteam Elite. You really can't play the entire thing solo. Not on the higher difficulties for sure. But there is no player base except right after they drop new content. And so there are a lot of the Marvel Avengers game. That one, you could do some of it solo, but it was intended to have you joining in multiplayer missions, and the player base wasn't there to make it happen, so it wasn't really playable. So even though I love the Mass Effect and Dragon MP, the store had problems. I didn't parse that right. I don't know which store you're talking about. Let's see, H461, 40.1 AU, 254.4 years, radius 5,103 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperature minus 215 Celsius. Analysis: this outlying world is comprised of iron and frozen nitrogen. One oddity stands out. Certain geological features suggest the nitrogen seas were once liquid. Oh, multiplayer. So I came to the games well after the multiplayer was gone. Like, even had I wanted to play multiplayer, it wouldn't have been an option. There just weren't players to join me by the time that I actually started playing the games. So I have never done multiplayer in a Mass Effect game or a Dragon Age game. Black hole. Data. Class, Kerr black hole. H012 Ketos. Analysis. Even at this distance, the black hole presents a risk to onboard ship systems. The accretion disk around it is composed of the remnants of at least one solar system destroyed by the black hole's formation and gravitational pull. Caution is advised. Let's throw caution to the wind. Dive in. Or not. All right, so we've got Erickson and we've got Pythias. We can go directly to Pythias. But that's where we're supposed to go. We should go to Erickson. It was only PvE against a wave of, against waves of enemies. That's that would be doable for me, I guess. Ah, Erickson is of course where Hab 7 is.
Anomaly on sensors.
PvE I'm okay with as multiplayer. But yeah, it was never, I never had the chance with these games, so.
Anomaly found.
All right, so we've got some starship wreckage. We've got a couple of planets. Vinland. Not Finland, Vinland. I'm just gonna skip the transition here. Save a little bit of time.
Anomaly on sensors.
Vinland, orbital distance 0.8 AU, orbital period 0.7 years, radius 3,833 kilometers, atmospheric pressure 81.2 atmospheres, surface temperature 671 C. Analysis. Vinland is a small rocky world with a pressure cooker atmosphere composed of argon and carbon dioxide. Its valuable cobalt deposits would require robotic mining due to volatile surface gases. Find this anomaly. It's going to be the crater.
Deploying probe. We've got a crater.
Data. Hypervelocity impact crater. Rim diameter 496 kilometers. Depth approximately 3.7 kilometers. Ejecta. Silicates, mineral deposits, trace amounts of EZO. Analysis. A crater caused by the impact of heavy debris, possibly from the Scourge. The meteorite still contains valuable resources. And we have reached level 4. We will actually return to exploring Erickson here in a moment. For the moment, though, let's return to our ship. Because, hey, look, more rooms we haven't seen. Easy escape pod. Loadout station. I did want to look at this before we leave because I don't want to forget that, hey, we just got a bunch of stuffs. Also, I just had an... Oh, golly. 1 second. The grocery store is saying, hey, we don't have some of the things. Well, that's grand. Somehow the grocery store is routinely out of things. Very frustrating. All right, we currently have a charger equipped. Power recharge speed is down. Yeah, I'm not going to dive into all of that. I was looking mainly to see if the Carnifex existed. And it does not. So we will need to build one at some point. But armor. Deep Space Explorer armor, which is ultra rare chest. I kind of played the... Oh, so that was what the multiplayer was like in the Citadel DLC Armax arena. Yeah, that would have totally been doable for me. The scavenger armor's not bad. Deep Space Explorer armor. Initiative armor. Yeah. Reduces weapon weight. Heck yes. Also, it looks good in green and gold and brown. Scavenger armor legs. Deep Space Explorer helmet. Scavenger helmet. It reduces weapon weight. So we'll equip it, but I in the settings I have helmets off. Ooh, squad mates. Our options are Vetra, Drifter Mercenary, Cora, Biotic Commando, and Liam, Crisis Specialist. And sorry, Cora, Vetra's coming with. Okay. I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna save the game.
Spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Sometimes one needs pragmatism on your side. All right. We're gonna save the game here. Because that is where we're gonna need to leave off for today. We actually got off the Nexus. We didn't make it to Eos yet, but we made it into space. We met the Tempest. We met Gil Brody. You tell I like Gil. Stupid typing appendages, so close. Let's see. I should go to the credits. Thank you all for joining me today. This has been fun. I feel when I took the break earlier, I was like, oh my gosh, I am flagging. But the break was what I needed because I felt much more energized since then. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope that this is good. I will be continuing with more Mass Effect Andromeda next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night at 7, I will have Outer Wilds. So more space silliness. But why are they called the Cats? Dang it. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Lord Portico, thank you. I don't know. I don't know why they're called the Cat. Maybe we'll find out. It's the big mystery. But not the mystery we'll be solving in space tomorrow. The mystery in space tomorrow is, how do we stop this supernova or survive it? Because we'll be playing Outer Wilds. And then Wednesday is Archives-y Day, with me hosting a guest to talk about everything you really kind of didn't want to know about Kellogg's and the origins of cereal. And then Saturday will be Ultima 6. Getting near the end of the game. Let's see where we're gonna go today. Oh, there's lots of people on today. Also, I should do the actual thank yous of, hey, Puddleglum, thank you for the resubscription. And Portico, thank you for the bits. And thank you everybody for joining. And thank you to my mods. And oh, I know where we're going. We are going to raid Organ Mike, who is doing an Ultima 4 speedrun. And is a lovely person who joins me on my Saturday streams. Raided me with a very small raid way back when I was playing. It was either Ultima 1 or Ultima 2. So way back when I was just a brand new streamer. So yeah, I've not really ever had the opportunity. So it'd be lovely if we could pop in over there and say hello to Mike. I do have a raid call that we can, drop in the chat when we get over there. It is #RogueRaid. The subscriber version with the chaos emote, the non-subscriber version with the Twitch raid emote, and you can just copy from there and paste them when we get over there, and it's all spectacular. But yeah, it'd be lovely if we could go and say hello to them. Thank you all so much for joining me. I do hope that I will see you again soon. And until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans, everybody.